Dr. Janis Orlowski is the Chief Medical Officer at Medstar Washington Hospital Center, where 3 of the survivors were treated. As we mentioned earlier, during a news conference, she made an impassioned plea to end gun violence. Doctor, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, Matt. How are you today?
I'm doing well. I want to talk about your comments in a second, but I really want an update on some of these patients you guys have treated. First of all, you had a police officer there. He had severe leg wounds. I know he's been through surgery. What is his prognosis?
His prognosis is good. I would tell you that his condition today is fair. I've had a chance to see him. He's doing well. As expected, he's having pain around the lower legs, but in general, he's doing very well. And I would tell you his spirits are excellent.
Well, there were 2 other patients brought to you, 2 women. One was shot in the shoulder. The other was shot in the head, and miraculously, the bullet did not penetrate her skull. Where exactly was she shot, and how's she doing?
My understanding, or at least what you can tell, is that she was shot in the finger and then right behind her right ear. And so the bullet went into her scalp at that point. You can actually see a little bit of a divot, and it did not enter the skull. She's doing well. She's anxious about her colleagues. They've not been clear as to how everyone's doing, so I would say that's her greatest concern today, and quite frankly, her greatest concern is to be able to go home with her family.
I want to now ask you, Doctor, about some comments you made during that press conference. You're getting a lot of attention for this. You said something's wrong in this country. There's something evil in our society that we as Americans have to work to try and eradicate. You went on and you said we have to work together to get rid of it. I'd like you to put my trauma center out of business. I would like not to be an expert on gunshots. Did you step in front of the cameras planning to say that? Was it spontaneous?
It was completely a spontaneous comment. One of the reporters asked me, she said, I know, Dr. Orlowski, that Medstar deals with a lot of gunshot victims. She said, is there something different about this? And I have to say, my first thought was, no, there's nothing different. It's terrible, it's horrific, it's a senseless injury that we deal with. And as I spoke to the camera, I have to say, it was direct from my heart. And I mean every word of it, and I must have poked the underbelly because I've gotten quite a few comments and phone calls and emails and tweets about it. And it wasn't planned. It wasn't something that I had intended to say.
And you say you didn't want to wade into the issue of gun control, and yet your comments are resonating with people. But we also heard emotional comments after Newtown and Aurora, et cetera, et cetera. Are you worried that your comments will be soon forgotten, as it seems some of those other comments have been forgotten?
Am I worried? Absolutely. What are we going to do as an American people to take care of this? Let's stop this now.
Well, again, your comments getting an awful lot of attention. Most importantly, take good care of those people who were victims of this shooting, Doctor.
Absolutely, we will. And I also want to say my sympathies to those who are not going to be with their families, and my sympathy to the families who will have to deal with the death of loved ones. So thank you.
Dr. Janis Orlowski. Doctor, thanks.